Hello, Mech Warriors, and today I want to talk about what I call the Atlas Killer, or Atlas Killa. I had a match about 3-4 months ago where I went in, and in the first minute, I did a strike with my two Gauss weapons and killed an Atlas who had done no damage and did not hurt me, but I just felt like putting him in a chalk outline, and that's what happened. And it was amazing. Yeah. So anyway, it was a lucky shot, obviously. But I did it using these weapons. I've got two ER large lasers and two Gauss rifles. Notice these are not hags. I didn't want hags. I'm not a big fan of hags. I never call my wife a hag either, but this is a really good build and I really like it. The Hag 20s are very similar to these, except they spread the damage out over several little projectiles, whereas these deliver 15 damage each every single time, at least in range. So in the range, optimum range is 921 or 931 range, all the way down to 0. And then, they do max out at close to, 2357. But they're almost doing no damage at that range, so it really doesn't make much of a difference to me. It's annoying at best. But this does have Clan ACM on board, and as you can see, this thing's never going to overheat. So heat isn't even a factor for me. And I know some of you guys are out there going, oh, look at the amount of armor he's got in the rear. Wait until he gets armor checked in the rear. Yeah. Go check out my videos. I've got over 750 videos. Most of them have armor like this. Lots of good matches. Just saying. So, what does this mech come with as far as skills? Well, it's got chassis C build bonus and XP bonuses and stuff. It's got cooldown for firepower 12.5, which is really nice. And it's got heavy laser duration reduction, which is funny because the best you can do in here is a small, heavy laser, which is kind of an oxymoron, or heavy small laser. You can't do anything bigger than that. So I went with ER large lasers because I love the range. So I'm not getting anything out of that at all. External heat transfer, minus 100. Obviously this mech's never going to get hot. What am I using for toys? Well, Cool Shot, which I just put it in there because I couldn't do any more of these. But I did an artillery strike and UAV. Skills. I wanted to be able to fire this weapon as often as possible. I wanted my lasers not to last as long. I wanted better velocity and magazine and Gauss charge time reduced. I wanted, I'm going to be doing some brawling with this mech. So I wanted reinforced casing and armor hardening and density. I wanted some speed out of the deal. And of course range. And I wanted a seismic sensor and I have ECM on board, so why wouldn't I do that? And advanced zoom, because I want to snipe snipers. And I wanted the extra consumable slot. Grouping. I fire these buttons left and right, and then my ER large lasers as my backup weapons, and I fire those simultaneously, which they're mounted high enough up so it's really good that you get good grouping on that. And then I went with the camo spec that you see here, and they get attention, especially the LOL. And I really like the kind of a goofy smile. It reminds me of my German Shepherd. And the cockpit items are the usual things you see, except there are none. I didn't put anything in here, especially not a mounted warhorn. I didn't want to advertise to everybody around me what I was doing or where I was. I didn't even want distractions in there, so I didn't put anything inside the cockpit that might be a distraction from what I'm trying to do. And that's this build, and I hope to see you in the battlefield.